Hello and welcome back to C&D Nintendo. Today we're taking a look at a trip that the lovely Tay and myself went to in Japan. We're going to be talking about the Kirby Cafe, which was a pop-up store from March to June in Japan. It was a pop-up store in Japan is kind of like something that shows up for a short period of time and then disappears. The theme here was, of course, Kirby Cafe, and that's due to the fact that Kirby has the 27th birthday this year. So it's like a whole cafe store set up for that. Both a shopping booth, which was actually pretty big, but also the cafe, which also has some merchandise. And we're going to be taking a look at some of that merchandise here today, plus showing some pictures from the trip to and inside the Café Cafe. Now, it's definitely an experience, and it was expensive, don't get me wrong. Not only did we try a bunch of food, we also got like plates and utensils. It was very good. Now, the whole theme is that we basically sit down inside in a giant restaurant that's themed after Kirby, and it has soft Kirby remix tunes of Kirby's Dreamland and stuff playing in the background. It's kind of nice atmosphere actually. And I know that several years ago they had a similar thing with Mario and stuff like that, but again, short period of time. Anyways, we're gonna show some pictures around, and both from inside, the menu, some of the food, some video of the food and stuff like that. It should be said that Tay had like a Caesar salad thing on a Kirby plate, and dessert was kind of like a cheesecake thing. I had a hamburger shaped like Kirby, and some kind of ice dessert thing, and then of course a cup of drink. I'm not exactly sure, except it was with strawberry, but it had that pretty motif and stuff like that. So anyways, the pictures will say more than I can. I'm gonna move the camera so you can actually see some of the items that I bought at the store, which is actually pretty good. We have a bunch like in here, so be right back. Here we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that I bought from the Kirby Cafe. Now these things were limited time and only sold inside the Kirby Cafe store. As said, they had like knives and spoons and forks shaped and engraved with Kirby Cafe. And here we have one of the knives, a butter knife that I got. And yeah, you can see stainless steel and everything. Actually pretty good. Also has the Kirby logo along with the Kirby Cafe. And a bunch of stuff, and I'm assuming that Benelux is the people who made it. Phone number and everything like that. Made in Japan, of course, so this is marks as the first knife that I've received in Japan. And here we have two because we wanted a set. Notice that it has like the tomato from the game here up as well. Yeah. There's not much else to see on it. I mean, it's just a knife and stuff, and it's somewhat heavy. So it's gonna be opened at some point, and of course used, but when? I don't know. Now, to go with the knives, you of course have forks. And this is the same wrapping here, but it actually has a Kirby Cafe logo up here instead of the M. Also stainless steel, and not really much difference on the back. Also very nice indeed. So let's put this here next to the knives. Of course, a set of these as well. Always have to have a set. Now, they were actually quite expensive. They cost like 900 yen each of them, and the knives were actually 1,100 yen. So they were definitely expensive, but I don't know if it's expensive compared to say regular knives and stuff like that. Here we of course have the spoon. It has the same logo on the top. Small spoon. It's actually pretty good. We didn't get the soup spoon because, well, that one was very small. It would have taken forever to get anything on the plates with that one. But I guess it could have been used like for gravy sauce or something like that. But that stuff we use much. Stainless steel, spoon, second part. It's actually pretty good. Very light. Of course, with some of the food, or at least that drink I bought, it came with a free cup of the one that a copy of that you drank. So they gave you a completely new cup. Just gonna check this out inside. 1 second. Just gonna move these a bit. So not too much in the way. Kirby rolling here. Take out the cup here. Here's the Kirby Cafe cup. This is one of the designs. They had 2 designs, but this one was the one I got. The staff asked me if there was a specific design I wanted. I said just let them choose. Of course, some of those designs on the plates were sold out, so that was only one choice. But yeah, Kirby Cafe also has the logo here underneath. Of course, the trademark and everything, all made in Japan, of course. So it's actually pretty good. It's actually very nice. I really like this. This is like completely made. They also gave like a small porcelain figure of Kirby. And you can choose between this one and the small ape from Kirby as well. I believe that's called Waddle, something like that. But I chose this one simply because it's like the mascot they're using right now with the plushes and everything like that, where he basically like stuffing his face here. So I really like this one. This is I transported this in the cup just to make sure that it didn't break on the way. Now, as you might have noticed, Tay had a cheesecake for dessert. Now, with that specific cheesecake, this cake plate came along with it, so we're just going to take it out here. So this came with the plate with the dessert, that's why it's a little bit expensive. Again, it comes in 2 designs, and this was the design that we got. Definitely a nice plate. I was afraid to transport it back in the suitcase, but I managed to get it done without any damage or anything. These are definitely going on display once I find some plate holders, stuff like that, to be put in there. Delicious time, precious memories. This is definitely, it's a once in a lifetime thing that you go to. Yeah, it was expensive, but I'm happy with going. Of course, with my hamburger and stuff like that, it came with a big plate, the big dinner plate size. So, 2 plates, 2 foods. We made sure to basically order food that gave free stuff, like free merchandise and stuff. And here's the design for this one. So this one is the one they have almost the same they have on the forks and stuff. And here you have this one basically here. This was the one you also could get a porcelain figure. It looked a bit different. But I'm sure you see that in some of the videos. Kirby Cafe. Same emblem on the back in Japan. Definitely awesome. Now, due to the fact that we also ordered some drinks, we also got like 2 Kirby coasters, like these cardboard things. I know Cash wanted to use these for his soft drink, but cardboard and wet and cold means they won't last long. So that's pretty good. So 2 different ones, but this was the only 2 designs they had there. Of course, they also had like this small chocolate birthday gift you could get for like 500 yen. And that came with these 2 here. This is like for cake and stuff. Happy birthday, Kirby. April 27 and the 27th birthday. Nothing on the back here except this. You can use these for like cupcakes and stuff like that in case you want it. But yeah, I brought these 2 as well. And then of course, here's the happy birthday chocolate that I had talked about a few seconds ago. It basically looks just like this one inside, and it's made of chocolate. Now I transported this back as well, and I haven't opened it yet. We got a candy video coming up soon, and I'm definitely gonna be opening it with that one. So that's kind of the thing that came from Kirby Cafe, and they of course gave us plenty of bags because the designs on the bag, it's actually pretty good. And this is something that I'm gonna cherish. Here we have a copy of the receipt basically. See, even the receipt had like the stuff, and you can see this was the total. 17,000 yen for everything, and the food was like 10,050 yen, so it was actually quite expensive. So you have the Kirby Cafe up here as well. So this is basically, you can see what we ordered, and the prices for it was pretty expensive. We'll list the prices on the pictures and stuff like that. Here you can see like the knives for 2 of those and everything. So it wasn't a cheap experience, but it's a once in a lifetime, and considering that here in June 2019 it's gonna be over and gone. So anyways, we hope you enjoyed taking a look at some of these things that we were able to get at the Kirby Cafe, especially if you were not able to go, because it was a place that did require reservations months in advance. And the lovely Tay worked very hard to get reservations for us, but anyways, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel if you definitely like this sort of content, and let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye bye.